At the end of the day, Clout is okay. It's cool, but Clout ain't paying your bills, dog.
Yeah. What is keeping people poor?
They confuse Clout with currency. Being an entrepreneur is really hard, dog. Not having that constant check on the 15th to the 1st, it's hard. In the entertainment industry, people in the music industry need to identify what makes the money and double down on that. So if it's touring, if it's merch, whatever it might be, it's like fucking triple down on that because that's what's making the money. Obviously, streams and all that shit from like Spotify and all that shit ain't making money, dog.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
This is the True Hustle Podcast with your host, JR.
I like the sound of that.
Infotainment, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
you know, you bring in info and entertainment into the industry, you know, and it's good to see Latino representation.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But how do you feel in general with like the Latino space, bro? Like, or Mexican space that you see out here?
I think everybody's started tapping into the Latino Mexican culture, and I'm starting to see a lot of representation out there. And I know that a lot of brands and a lot of people mess with us heavy, but I think it's time that they start paying us heavy.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yeah, we fuck with the Mexicans, and you know we're down with the raza and all that shit. And it's like, all right, well, start paying us. Start paying us our worth. And what do I mean? All of our Latino artists, our rappers, our anything that has to do with the entertainment industry.
Right.
You know, start paying us our worth because we are the number one consumers, and we need to start getting paid what I feel we deserve.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Like, yeah. So you're saying we're like, even though we're being dope and we're providing this whole new wave, the money or the financials not reflecting that.
Nah, it's not. Right? Not like others.
I feel like, especially in the music industry, you see it a lot more, right? Because I feel like with comedians, they kind of dictate their, like, how much they earn.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? Versus, like, maybe like a rapper or a musician, right? Because they have to, there's so many people involved in the process that it's like before they get their funds, it's like, oh, you have to make those splits, right? To the producer, the platform, the writer, if they have writers.
Well,
and by the time it gets to them, it's like, fuck, out of $10, I'm only seeing $150. Like,
to this day, I don't know how the fuck rappers and these people make money.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's fucking fair because some of these people are dope as fuck.
Yeah.
So they need to start getting paid their fair share.
Yeah.
Straight up, dog.
Okay, so let me put this out there, bro.
Damn, true shot.
Let me put this out there, bro. Like, do you feel like maybe rappers should model the comedian way of making money, where it's like, fuck the industry, let me just make independent shows, let me make my own tour, and the songs that I make, there's no need for all this legality and technicality for me to make some money. Like, let me just make some dope shit, put it out there, you know, and then make my money touring or doing concerts, right? Because then you just control your finances versus creating something, putting it on a platform, and then have the platform decide, okay, you only get 10 cents out of each play or something.
I just think that rappers and people in the music industry need to identify what makes the money and double down on that. Okay. That's what I think they need to do. So if it's touring, if it's merch, whatever it might be, it's like fucking triple down on that because that's what's making the money.
Right.
Obviously, streams and all that shit from like Spotify and all that shit ain't making money, dog.
Right.
I hear it from Demiza. Breaking news, my boy. Shout out to Demiza.
Yeah.
He breaks it down like these people ain't making money. So it's like you got to come up with a formula that does make you money.
So you don't depend on that.
So you don't depend on that. You triple down on it, and then you reinvest it into something that's going to give you money passively. Well, what?
Yeah, that's facts, bro. And, like, I think instead of focusing on changing the system, do like what you said. Focus on what's going to make you money.
Identify
and doing that.
What's the money maker?
Yes. And then once you do that, then you can focus more on your career as a rapper because now you're operating from a point of, like, creativeness rather than like, oh, I need to make this dope ass song so that I can get paid and, you know.
But I think people are operating like that right now. They're operating on survival mode.
Yes, I agree. Fool.
It's like, oh fuck, I need to make this because I need to pay my bills and I need to survive.
Yeah.
And that's understandable. So help yourself by eliminating that and creating some type of passive income that takes that survival instinct that puts it at rest, because now you have money coming in from other investments and now you can focus on your craft.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Does that make sense?
No, it makes total sense, bro.
Like,
I feel like
you know?
I feel like I'm applying some of that into myself, you know, and I see the difference with my creativity.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's only gonna get better for
Of
me.
course.
You know, like
Yes.
creatively, why? Versus like before in the past, you operated from a point of survival, which leaves no room for you to be like get creative, dog. Like, motherfucker, you need to get creative with these fucking bills that you gotta pay for. You know,
Yes.
like. So I think it would just changing your mindset will help you be in a better position.
And I think that's the game changer. When you're not chasing a check.
Yes.
And you have money coming in, which allows you to be 100% focused on your creativity.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, you are an artist. You are a comedian. You are a rapper, whatever. It allows you to just focus on that.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, so now that we're talking about mindsets, like, what do you think is, like, what is keeping people poor nowadays, bro? Outside of the industry or in the industry altogether, bro. What do you think is, like, what's the mentality that people have that's keeping them poor? And maybe they need to hear this gem that you're about to drop for them to be like, oh, shit, I need to do that.
I don't want to offend nobody, but damn, dog. In the entertainment industry, I think people give clout too much. They confuse clout with currency. Does that?
Yes.
I hope that makes sense.
Yes.
They confuse clout with currency, and they don't understand that at the end of the day, clout is cool, but clout ain't paying your bills, dog.
Yeah, try to pay your Edison bill with
Yeah,
clout, fool.
like, hey, fool, I'm gonna pay my bills, my fucking car bill. I mean, my car note. Look at my fucking Instagram. It's like, it makes no sense that you have such a big audience and you're fucking chasing pennies on a monthly.
Yeah.
And I think that's when these youngsters and these people on Instagram and some of these influencers got this shit fucked up.
Yeah.
It's like, utilize your platforms to generate revenue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think these fucking kids and these youngsters have this shit fucking twisted. They rather have clout and look rich than to actually create wealth.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking mind-blowing to me.
Yeah.
It's dumbfounding to me. It's like, come on, dog.
And there's nothing worse than being a famous broke person.
There's nothing worse than being a famous brokey.
Famous broke is crazy.
That shit is just wild to me. Like, fool, you rather be famous and flicks here and there and go rent a watch, you know? I'm not showing off. Go rent a watch, go rent a Lambo, go do this, go do that, and just look rich, but you live at your mama's house.
Yeah.
That shit's wild to me.
That's
fool.
crazy, bro.
You can't. This is crazy.
If you're over 25 and you still live with your parents, you got to reevaluate yourself, bro.
Listen, dog, if you're over 25 and you still live with your parents, it better be because you're paying that mortgage or you're helping them with rent.
Or you're going to school.
Or you're going to school and you're about to graduate.
Yeah, that's what, after 25, if you're still in the insurance policy of your parents, cool. But once you get kicked out of that insurance policy, you got to bounce, my boy. Like,
Neta,
right? Like, you have fucking 6 years after you graduate high school to go to school. And, if you want to help out and can help out, do it. But after that, fool, the insurance kicks you out, you're done, fool.
There's nothing wrong with helping out your parents, but what is wrong is you being a grown-ass man and them fucking supporting you. That's a problem, homie.
Yeah, that's a difference. That's a big difference.
That's a big difference, dog.
Yeah.
Hell no. Imagine me being a grown-ass man at my dad's house and my mom's house. Fuck. I mean, my mom would be cool, but my dad would have been like, "Está la chingada, güey.
Yeah.
You're not going to just kick it here and play video games. A la verga, güey."
Hell no, dog. None of that.
Fool.
None of that. Hey, what are some things that, like, what are some tips that people in the industry can do to make money, to support their dream or to support, like what's one advice that you would give? Like, look, man, if you can, like you said earlier, focus on what's making you money, but what are some of those options that they can focus that you're like, look, if you have this, if you have 9 to 5, you have some savings, maybe like obviously the real estate would be one option, but maybe something else, like, hey, get closer to people who have motion. That way, maybe you can make yourself useful and help out learn a trade or figure something out. Like,
I just think people need to, in whatever industry that they're in, they need to have a very high skill on managing money. Like, if you're not good with it, then perfect it. Because no matter what industry you're in, you're gonna make money. And if your money habits are poor, you will be poor. Like, you need to make sure that right there is in tip-top shape and you're skilled in money management, because the worst thing you want is to make a shit tons of money, which I've seen,
and blow it off.
Like a fucking lelo.
Yeah.
Like, dude, know what to do with the money. Go invest it somewhere. Go invest it in real estate, stocks, whatever. Invest it somewhere where that money is gonna
be working for you.
There's one thing to work for your money, and there's another thing for your money to work for you.
Right.
So learn what that might be for you. It might not be real estate. It might be something else, a business. You might invest with a homie, open up a clothing brand, a barbershop, or whatever. Learn what to do with that money, because the last thing you want is to get a fat-ass check and then you fuck it all up. Now you're back to square one.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think sometimes it's not even about, I see a lot of people making a lot of money also. So it's not just a bunch of broke-ass fools out there.
Yeah, that's
like, I see a lot of people making a lot of money that make poor-ass choices. And it's like, damn, fool, like, you got how much? And you spent it on a watch? Fool, you live with your mom. Or fool, you're renting an apartment. Fool, seriously, get that money and put it to work. But I think it falls down. That is just, it boils down to them not having the right influences in their life.
Right.
And that's why I think separates the Latino culture and the white culture. Because they have the right resources.
Right.
So then we got to be the change and provide these resources for these younger, because in the hood, you don't have those resources that are telling you, hey, go invest in an IUL. Hey, go invest. Yeah, go invest in fucking this multifamily apartment complex. Hey, go fucking, stocks went down. Go invest in Tesla. None of those conversations are happening.
Right.
Do you live in Southern California and are you looking to buy, sell, or refinance one of your properties? What better agent to represent you than the host of True Hustle Podcast? Go ahead, give us a call or send us a text at 323-352-7946. Now let's get back to the episode, baby.
So what would you like advise to, like, let's say, someone who starts making money, right? Because you're right. I think if you don't have good financial literature or understanding or management, like, you're gonna repeat the old habits.
Yeah.
So it's like, what is something that someone can do when they do come across money, or like, what is the first thing they should do when they, let's say someone gets paid $50,000, $100,000 a check, right, for a project or whatever. Well, like, if let's say you have $0, fool, right? $0, you're starting from the ground up. Someone gives you $100,000 check. What is the first thing you're doing with a $150 check?
I am contacting the person that I look up to.
Okay.
Or somebody that I'm like, man, I wish I was that person.
Okay.
Like, man, I'm going to contact this person so they could guide me. But people are afraid to ask for advice or for guidance.
Okay.
So it's like, if somebody would be like, here's $100,000, boom, and be like, hey, Thatch, I want to join your fucking mentor program because I want to invest in real estate.
Okay.
Like, I need to go to somebody that has already done what I want to do.
Gotcha.
You know
So,
what I mean?
yeah.
Somebody that's already built it.
Yeah.
And that could give me the blueprint to get there. So to me, that's what I would do. It's like, man, who is it that I want to be like?
Yeah.
And I'm sure that who you want to be like, it ain't a broke ass fool. So, eventually, I mean, obviously they're successful for a reason.
Right.
So.
Right, because I mean, like you said, you know, like growing up, especially in the Latino culture, you don't have people telling us, "Oh, do this," or you know, talk to a CPA or get a tax person, like, so that they can guide you or like get some kind of you know, coaching. Because I feel like that's my biggest fear, because I haven't like been the best with my financial status, but I feel like things are taking a turn, and I don't want to repeat that, you know. So I feel like you know, knowing who to talk to is important, and also like making sure, like I'm not saying I disagree with you, but like obviously like buying the course with Tatch is not gonna be like my first thing, right? Because it's like first I need to figure out like how to fucking manage my shit before I purchase anything, you know. Like how do you come?
But that boils down to your money habits,
right? So how do we change those? Is that like independently or
like everything has to be you have to want to change these shitty habits that we have.
Okay.
You know, and it's gonna start with you.
Right.
You need to identify like, damn man, I'm horrible with money, dog.
Right.
So I'm gonna start reading books. I'm gonna do a lot of self-development. I'm gonna fucking YouTube certain things. How do I develop these healthy habits? And how do I stop making the same mistake that I've been making for the last fucking 15 years? Because unfortunately, I'm still in this situation and I'm broke.
Right.
So I can't continue to repeat this shit.
Right.
So it's like, what? You have to identify what changes you have to make. But fortunately for you, I think you're around me so much, you're around Eric so much, that you start hearing shit and it's like,
hearing shit that I never, like you said, like the average person doesn't hear. That's why, like, it's making me think, like, well, fuck, like, you know, like I am identifying my habits. I understand that, and I wouldn't say they're poor. It's just the because like when I had a 9 to 5 and I had a steady income, like I was great. Like I had good credit, everything. Like is this the entrepreneurial turn that
it's hard,
bro.
bro.
That kind of got me in this fucking mess. But still, I still understand and identify that my habits are off, and I need to do better. And I don't want to go back to the point where I'm just okay. Like I want to be a buff. Okay.
But I just think that you said something very crucial right now. Being an entrepreneur is really hard, dog.
It is.
Not having that constant check on the 15th till the 1st.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Having to fucking figure it out day to day.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Full. It's like, all right, if I don't produce, I don't eat.
Yeah. Facts.
So that's fucking difficult.
It's a different.
You went from a 9 to 5 fool to like
24/7.
24/7.
Well, I don't even know what fucking holidays are, fool, you know, or weekends. Like this last weekend that we had that event with Eric, it's like people were coming up to us and like, oh, it's the long weekend. It's like, huh? Like, fool, every day is a fucking blur, fool. Like every day is just another day, fool. Like, you know, like, and I think that's the beauty of like being, you know, like an entrepreneur and stuff and having control of your schedule. Is that you look forward to every day. Every day is a great day. For like, there's not a day that I wake up and I'm like, fuck, like I have to do this shit, you know, like, and I think that's dope, you know. But it's also important to understand that, like, this is not easy. What we do is not easy, but you got to do it right, or else it's gonna get harder. And doing it right is like getting your finances straight, getting your books straight. That way you don't have problems, and then that shit just goes back to what you guys always talk about, systems. Having a system in place that's going to make shit run smoothly.
Yes, sir.
Right?
And be good with your money.
And be good with your money, because the government ain't going to give you shit. And if they're going to give you a handout, they're going to expect 2 times in return, dog. Right? Especially if you're in California. California is like
Cali is
it's notorious for fucking giving shit away. That is
we're
not
gonna
really
start
free.
shitting on Gavin Newsom. Let's go, fool.
This is your favorite topic, fool.
Fuck that guy.
It's a new segment of Gavin.
Oh, fuck Gavin Newsom is my new segment on True Hustle Podcast.
Yeah, bro. So what's up with him, bro? Why do you hate this guy so much, fool?
Where do I start? Listen, dog. If you're gonna make laws, make them fair for everybody.
Okay.
I just think that those motherfuckers do some lopsided ass shit. Like, all right, bro. For example, there's a war on home ownership and there's a war on landlords in California. You know? Let me tell you why. So these motherfuckers tell landlords and homeowners, hey, we're going to cap your rents at 3%. You can't do that. You can't evict somebody for this reason or for that reason. And on the same the same people go tell State Farm, hey, dog, go ahead and it's cool if you raise it 17%. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
They let everybody else run amok and do what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
But landlords, you're capped at 3%. It's not fair. You can't evict somebody just for no reason. But State Farm could drop me for no fucking reason. Could drop my coverage for no reason. They dropped all my policies. And I had zero, what is it called?
Like what, liability?
No, zero fucking claims.
Oh, in the years you've had them, you've not yet.
Oh, in 13 years with them.
Zero claims.
And
And where's that money going?
to their pockets. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's not like they give you a kickback for not having no claims in 10 years.
I didn't even get like a good fucking...
Shouldn't that be a fucking thing, right? Where like if insurance, like if you had them for a certain, like let's say you had them for 13. Every 10 years, if you have no claims, here's 30% back of what you've paid us.
Something,
right?
A
like
fucking voucher to go eat at fucking
at
Lenny's.
Sizzlers and shit.
Or Sizzlers or fucking Gavilan, dog.
Yeah.
It's like, see, that's what I'm against, dog.
Like
I'm against the shit that they do. They do it so fucking, and now they're not even low key about it. They're like, fuck it.
Yeah. And the worst part is that if you had one claim, boom, through the roof, the fucking your premium.
And I'm like, all right, Gavin, then make it fair for everybody.
Yeah.
But it's sad that they cap the landlords, but they let everybody else, the water, all the fuck, I'm fucking going blank right now.
The water, the light.
Yeah, what are those just called? They let all the utilities go up.
Yeah.
But you're capped at 3%, but everybody else could raise wherever the fuck they want. So fuck you, landlord. Figure it out. And guess what some landlords are doing?
Moving.
They're selling.
Yeah.
So what do they want? They want to
run
control
people out.
housing.
Control housing.
That's what they want. Come on, people, wake the fuck up.
So, guys, do you think that's the reason why, like landlords don't get incentivized for?
Well, now they don't. Now it's a
housing?
full-on war.
So before they used to get incentivized.
Before, we didn't have a lot of regulations.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
And it's like now they're just trying to make it impossible.
So even not having those regulations, even if there was not like an incentive per se, but just not having the regulations was a big help for
But at the end of the
landlords.
day, it's like, oh, well, housing shouldn't be a business. But it is. And so is feeding you and these restaurants. That's a business too.
And the medicine that's going
And
to
the
make
medicine
you better.
and the fucking, everything's a business here. But no. Housing is where we draw the line. But you're going to fucking pump us up with all these fucking pharmaceuticals and that's okay.
Yeah.
But housing? sir.
Yeah, you're going to make
fucking
money on the
crazy.
food we need to survive.
It's like, all right, here we go.
It's like, why do they? Oh, go ahead.
Listen, bro. Property taxes are a scam here in California, bro. It's like you buy something in 2020, and for the rest of your life, you're gonna have to pay taxes on some shit that you already bought.
So you technically don't own property ever because you're always paying.
Well, technically, it could be free and clear from a mortgage, but those property taxes are always gonna
Well, that's
be
what I'm
there.
saying. You can't ever be free
No.
and clear from property taxes.
And it's crazy that they are supposed to be using it to fucking
Make the city better.
make fucking the city better. I mean, make California better. And homelessness. And certain things. But no, bro. And if you don't pay your taxes, they'll take your property from you.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That is crazy that they are allowed
So-
to do shit like that.
The governor from Florida, DeSantis, is proposing a law to eliminate property taxes. That should just be
In Florida.
Yeah, that should just be in
Federal.
I think.
Yeah.
Let me know what y'all think. That would be dope.
That would be fucking dope, fool.
That would be a game changer,
They'll
bro.
lose billions of dollars.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think they'll pass it because it's like...
Yeah, but hopefully these tariffs help.
You think the tariffs are going to be a help for society or
I mean, they're supposed to be designed to take less from us. But,
is it
I mean, I'm not an expert. I don't want to sit here and talk about, like, I'm an expert on tariffs, but they're supposed to help.
Is it like...
But it ain't going to fucking help from one day to another. It's going to take time.
Yeah. I mean,
People don't fall in place.
Any change takes time. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. And, you know, you have to... Okay, so I agree with that. So that's happening in Florida. The census is proposing a bill to eliminate property taxes across...
That would be fucking dope.
Or just in Florida, but you're saying this should be across the board, right? Like, fucking make it federal.
Make it federal.
And with that said, like, you know, Trump is cutting resources from California.
That's right. Fuck. All right. Trump. You see, California, it's fucked up here. All right. California's fucked up. There's no secrets about that. It is what it is. So, California is more focused on allowing men to compete in women's sports than to actually fixing the fucking state.
The homeless problem.
The homeless problems. The making it
affordable
and making it to where there's no suspicious fires happening, right? But no, they're more concerned about letting men beat up women in sports. So Trump is saying, look, Newsom, I'm tired of your shit. You keep that shit up, we're going to fucking cut
the
federal funding to the state.
Damn.
Which is good, you know? Why do you think Gavin Newsom was trying to make California Trump-proof?
Yeah.
Just because, or because they're gonna expose all the fucking bullshit that they do?
Yeah.
I don't know. Damn, we're going in deep right here.
We're going in deep, dog. Yeah. I think the whole situation with Trump and California is interesting because I wonder how much money is that going to affect the day-to-day person in California if they stop that funding.
That's a good question.
You know, like is it only going to hurt the politicians and Gavin Newsom from like, fuck, there goes some of my money.
Nah, but they got deals. They got money flowing.
Yeah. They got money working for them.
Like, what politician gets that rich? Like Gavin and like Pelosi and like all the other ones.
Yeah, how you worth $200 million?
How are you worth $200 million, dog, on a $130,000 salary?
They better own property.
Like, how do you
better own apartments?
Like, how does Pelosi become such a fucking? And we talked about it with Raj.
Yeah.
Like, how do you become so good at predicting the stock market?
Yeah. And having your husband invest. That's
but I'm crazy though. I'm crazy.
That's tricky right there though.
Come on, dog.
Damn, yeah, nah, that shit. And the craziest part is that people see this and then they're just like whatever about it. Like, do you not see what the fuck's happening? Like wake up, dog. You know, like people are just so okay with it. Like,
this is crazy to me. People defend this guy.
Like, it makes us. I don't know. To me, it's just like it's a crazy perspective. How we whatchamacallit? Is it like we see things one way and then there's a whole group of people that see things completely the other way. And they think we're crazy and we think they're crazy. And it's like
But I don't think I'm crazy. I think I'm just I like truth and I'm always gonna go with logic. So like for me to I was a Democrat forever.
Right.
We were raised Democrat because we were raised to think that the Democratic Party is for the poor people and for the minorities. And we know now
and you know why is that? Why like minorities or the poor people are for the Democratic Party?
Why?
Because the Democrats are the ones who have all these programs that give broke people like all these programs, right? Like WIC,
Section
food
A.
stamps, Section
Well,
A.
those programs are designed to oppress.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because now these families, instead of getting better, they depend on the government for them to live, and they feel complacent to where they're at. So in their eyes, they're looking at the opposing party that's trying to remove all these programs and being like, they're demonizing the other party. Like, oh, how dare you take food from me if like this is all I have to support my family is these food stamps and this and that. And it's like, no, get your ass up and work.
Ponte a trabajar, güey.
You know?
Like, bro.
But that's why the minorities and the low-income communities are more democratic, because they're like benefiting out of these programs.
That makes sense.
Not realizing that they're being played and they're just being oppressed and being kept like, shh, just here you go. Here's your Section A. Here's your check for your rent, so you don't have to work as hard. You know, live in the projects. Look at the projects. They're beautiful. You only have to pay $600 a month, and boom. There's no regulations. People, you can go out to the project and see people drinking outside their house. It's like, how the fuck you don't have enough to support your family, but you have enough to support your bad habits or doing drugs?
But those programs are designed to oppress. So they're doing just that.
They're doing that, yeah.
Like, we're going to give you just enough to survive, and you're going to be happy with it. And we're going to take over housing, and we're going to give you just enough, and you're going to rent, and you're going to be happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
This program is by design. So we need to start making some changes. And we need to utilize our platforms to voice our opinions. And it's like we're not picking sides. We're just saying the truth.
Yeah.
And like, change needs to happen.
Well, change needs to happen, and I feel like that's what Trump is what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to.
I mean, they hate him for a reason, bro.
He's trying to shake things up. And
because it
he is
goes
shaking
against
up.
the establishment, man.
I understand that.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I agree with you.
Like they're like, you know, that's what I get why they hate him.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to start holding all these people accountable that are in these positions of power, bro. Like,
So it's funny that you brought that up. They hired 82,000 or how many IRS agents?
oh yeah, like around there, 80,000.
They hired 80,000 IRS agents to hold you and I accountable for paying our taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But they mismanage 20 million, 20 billion, billions and billions of dollars that you don't know where the fuck they went.
Yeah, somebody's pockets. They went in somebody's pockets.
A politician,
Yeah.
of course. Who holds them accountable? They're ready to fucking put you and me in jail for not paying our taxes. But it's like, all right, we're missing $32 billion. Oops. And keep it pushing.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Who holds them accountable?
Yeah. And
That's the question.
Who do you think is responsible? Is the president responsible for holding?
No, it's Congress.
It's Congress.
It's like who runs.
But isn't it?
Well,
like,
that specifically happened in California.
Okay, but like, okay, Congress is the one responsible for that. But ultimately, it's the president's job to check all that, right? Like to be like, hey,
Well,
Congress.
each state has their own representatives, but you know, in California, it's far left.
All right, let me ask you this. This is gonna be a controversial question.
Chingue su madre.
All right, you feel like the rotation we have of presidents, like the terms, is it beneficial to the country or is it's a problem? It's a problem, right? Because the benefit of having one president for a long ass period, hasta que se muera, like the Pope, is that there's consistency, right? Because what we have now is cool. It's a cool democracy, but it's like every other 4 years, every 8 years, we have people with opposing views and beliefs and ideas, and it fucks up everything the last one had like been working towards. And it's like I feel like it's a slow progress.
Maybe it should be longer terms,
or let it up to the public. Like, all right, look, it's been 4 years. What do the public think? Should we give them another 4? And then the people vote them to stay for another 4?
but then they'll do what California does and do vote harvesting, so it doesn't matter. Damn.
Okay,
See,
this one wants all the smoke. You want all the smoke.
I'm the same, dog.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like like, I don't want this to become a dictatorship, but I feel like there's some benefits to that shit, fool. Like, well, you know, like if, I don't know, because people are just going to be like on both sides of the coin, you know?
I mean, maybe go from 4 years to 6 years. So it's like you have 2 6-year terms, 12 years. You can make change. Tons of change.
I think that's not a bad idea, but I also like, I feel like it should be keep the democracy, and after all right, you're guaranteed 6 years. After that, every year, your job's on the line, because people are gonna vote. Like, oh yeah, they're good. Let's keep them. Let's give them 1 more year. Let's give them 1 more year. And then if that 1 more year you fuck it up, then it's all right. Fuck it, get this fool out of here. You know, I feel like there's got to be different ways to go about it.
That would be scary if that would happen with Biden. Like, fucks.
Well, no, because even his own party wanted that fool out already. Fool, you know, like that fool
did they?
That fool only did 4 years, huh?
Yeah,
4 years. Yeah. But he's not coming back for a fucking second term.
Hell no.
Hell no, fool. Only Trump has done that. Well, I mean, the other presidents, but you know, I don't know. People are just so delusional with the Trump shit. Dog. It's hilarious, dog. Like,
they're so busy hating on him and focus on things that matter.
Focus on things that matter, dog. Like, at the end of the day, nobody's gonna come save you. What do you say, fool? There's no sympathy for winners, dog. Like, so
and that's sad, fool.
Even though you struggling for, like, averíguatelas y síguele, you know, like, fucking nobody's gonna
Zero sympathy.
Nobody's gonna come crying to you or to help you or to save you. Not the government, not nobody. Fool.
Es que a la gente le da gusto, güey. Like when a winner's losing, or like somebody that's used to win goes through some challenges, like, that's what he gets. Pa que vea el güey. Or he has enough. He can manage. So what?
Pa que se vea lo que se siente. Huh? Like,
yeah, no, and I'm like, shut your ass up.
Why do you think people hate, fool? That's a real question. Why is there so many haters, fool?
It's I just think it's a reflection on themselves. It don't have anything to do with the individual themselves. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot of inner doubt. And it's like sometimes they just hate on that individual because he's doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
But they don't have the balls to do what that individual did.
Yeah.
They don't have the balls to take the risk. So it's easy to just criticize them.
Talk shit, huh?
Talk shit like, te vale verga, bicho creído. You know, this and that. It's like knowing that deep down inside, you wish you were doing that.
Yeah, facts.
And he's living your dreams while you're while you're at your job just hating, watching them.
Yeah.
They ain't liking your shit, but they watching you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's facts. Well, I made a video that I haven't posted, but it's like the reason why you're not winning or not succeeding is not because you're not God's favorite or because you have bad luck. It's because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You're counting other people's wins and blessings and opportunities instead of focusing on you and letting those blessings and winnings and opportunities come to you. Like, fool, like, you got this shit so fucked up, bro. Like, you know, like, I feel like, I don't know, this is just who I feel like I am. I feel like I'm a team player, for like, because at the end of the day, if you win, I win, we all win, you know, and vice versa. I win, you win, like, you know, like, I'm a team player, fool. But if you're not grateful for what you have, you're never gonna get blessed with more. And that's just what it comes down to, for like, or at least that's what I have found through my life experiences, that, you know, no matter how small you are, like, they could always be worse and you could always have more. But if you're not grateful for what you have, you're never going to have more.
I just think people pocket watch a lot. They're watching other people's pockets. And that's
a problem. And that's a fucking problem.
But they're counting other people's blessings. Like, fool, focus on your blessings.
Yes.
You get to wake up every day and be with your family.
You're fucking renegando every day. Like, fuck, why does this fool have it and I don't, and I'm better, and this fool is fucking lucky and I'm not lucky? And it's like, that's exactly why you fucking suck, fool, because you're counting other people's pockets, you're counting other people's blessings, and you're not focusing on yourself, fool.
Focus on what you could do, what you could control.
Yeah.
But that's what social media does, though.
You think so?
Social media allows people to focus on other people.
Yeah.
Because let's keep it real. Some people on social media only post their fucking wins.
Mm-hmm.
They don't post their losses.
Well, yeah,
everything is glorified.
Yeah.
So then the motherfuckers start comparing. That comparison, you comparing yourself to others, is gonna steal your joy. Mm-hmm. That's why you have a bunch of hater ass motherfuckers with fake accounts.
Bitter.
bitter as fuck. Like, fuck this fool. I can't stand him because he's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like all the.
All right,
You know?
all right. So I'm glad you brought that up. Like, fools people be like, "Fuck, I can't stand you," but you're very like meticulous about doing shit, right? And to you, quality is super fucking important. And I just noticed something that we didn't turn on these lights, fool. So you want to turn them on because this clip is gonna get the fucking. I want this shit to have those shits on.
Turn on the lights.
No, we didn't. I just noticed this shit right now.
Let me see. And we're always on it, fool. This is the first one.
But you know what it is, fool? The fact that this light was off, the fact that we haven't been here in a week.
Let me see. Where is the? Well, fuck it. We left it.
All right,
Might as well
fuck
just
it.
leave
All right. So to you, quality is very important, fool. Like, you know, I haven't met anybody who's as detailed as you as far as like, you know, you want the look to look crispy. Why is quality so important to you, fool?
The quality of your work or the quality of your brand is a reflection of you. So if your brand looks shitty and there's no thought behind it, then you just have a shitty thought process.
Damn, that's gonna hurt people.
You know?
Yeah.
So to me, I have OCD.
Right.
And I get it from my
Okay,
I get it from my madre.
All right, so
De mi mamá, güey. Mi mamá es
get it
la
from your
más
mama,
limpia
fool?
de todo el mundo. She's just very particular. Like, sometimes I see her do things and I'm like, fuck, I do that shit.
yeah,
So I get it from her, and I think that, bro, it's a representation of you, of who you are.
right,
So everything matters. Details matter. Small little things.
right,
The light.
right,
This, the way it looks, the
Right.
crispiness, all that matters to me because I want the consumers and the viewers and the future guests to know that this fool ain't playing, dog. He takes it
Yeah.
serious, and I do take it serious.
yeah.
This
fool,
ain't
you-
no fucking,
This is no
hey,
joke.
fool, let me get on your podcast and shoot the shit. Ni madres, way.
That's another thing too. People
This
don't
is
understand.
serious business right here, dog.
Fool,
This costs money.
There you go. Tell them.
This is expensive, dog.
Every episode costs money, and you guys want to come here
And shoot the shit and talk about you doing me a favor. Homie.
You're gonna pay for the episode,
fuck
fool?
out of here, like fool, like fools just want to come and shoot the shit, and I'm like, nah, bro. I want to have meaningful conversations, and this is a highly produced podcast
Yeah.
that is a show now,
Yeah,
you know, and it's like ain't nothing cheap here, fool,
and it's only growing, fool.
you know, and I'm like, dog, just this angle is like you won't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, what the fuck? I spend that much?
Yeah. And people always like asking, what's the sauce? What's the sauce? It's like, bro, invest in yourself, fool.
Bro, everybody always asks me like, damn, fool, how you getting so crispy? Fool, I'll tell you exactly what I use.
Yeah, go buy it, fool.
Now, the chances of you going to buy it are probably slim to none.
Yeah,
But then again, I get hit with because people do ask me and I tell them and they're
Yeah.
like, well, I ain't got it like that. Well, put yourself in a position to have it like that then.
yeah,
And like, don't fucking try to crucify me or
Yeah.
trying to talk shit to me because I could do certain things and you can't. Like, dog, chill out. Like,
Yeah.
no. Fool.
Like,
Level up, motherfucker.
Why should you lower your standards,
Fool, I am.
right?
And that's my thing. I don't lower my standards for anybody, dog.
Right.
They might call me an asshole. They might not. But I don't lower my standards for nobody. Straight up.
That's good.
It's like people, hey, let's go to a Dodger game. I'm like, nah, I think I'm cool. You know why?
I know why, fool.
It's like, fool,
Nothing
I'm
but
not.
baseline, fool.
I'm not going to sit in certain spots.
Yeah.
So I would just say no. But it's like, why the fuck am I going to lower my standards for you?
Yeah.
Why am I going to lower my standards to accommodate you? And none of you guys out there should be doing that shit. Keep your standards where they need to be. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications. Now let's get back to the episode. And level up or expect the other people that you're associating with to level up their game to meet your standards. Do not lower your standards. That's when you start making fucking exceptions and excuses to why you can't go to the next level. So do not lower your standards.
There you go.
That's
do
on
not,
the up.
do not lower your motherfucking standards, bro. And you know it's funny because I see now the difference of like where you sit down at a game matters. So
This is a game changer.
you know, for like you go to a Dodger game, you sit in pavilions or you sit in reserves on the nosebleeds, and chances are you're gonna catch fools fighting, dog. Like you're gonna catch fools out here doing some dumb shit, you know, throwing beer, all that. And when you sit like obviously like a suite or like in baseline behind home plate, it's like none of that shit is happening, fool. Like nobody's really talking shit, and if there is, it's like it's friendly, it's like it's playful,
And you
know?
never know who you're gonna bump into in those seats.
And you never know who you're gonna bump into this shit. So there is levels. People would say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. It's funner out here," and it's like it's funner to you because your ass is whack, fool. Like you're going at games to spend your money and waste your fucking time and disconnect from fucking life, fool. You know, but when you're on a purpose, you do go enjoy the game, but you also go with the intentions of networking, of seeing what opportunities come from that and how you're going to make more money by putting yourself in the game. Right?
Put yourself in the room with a bunch of winners. So where do the winners kick it at?
Yeah.
Box seats,
Yeah.
floor seats, fucking dugout seats,
Wow.
baseline. It's like that's who you want to be around.
You see, and that's okay. That's a fucking like to me. That's a gem that I was hoping you gave out, because a lot of these people like fool like I didn't know what that shit was like until I started kicking it with you guys. You know, so it's like it fucking changed my perspective. I didn't know what that shit was. I didn't know what it was like to go to a mansion up in the hills. Like I know a gang of fools who've never been to a mansion, to a regular mansion, let alone in the fucking hills. Fool, like. That's a whole different experience, fool. Like, it's a whole different... People who live up there are on a different wavelength, fool. Like, and people that are here in the city don't fucking understand that because they've never been up there, fool. Like, I want to fucking... I want to run up a bus and get all my homies and family members that have never experienced some shit like that and take them and be like... Appreciate this, fool. See what you learn from like coming to a box seat, coming to a fucking house in the hills, coming to a mansion. Like, do you like this? Because you can have it, you know. Like, what the you know?
It's
you just don't think that they think that that's just unattainable,
or that it's not for Latinos,
or that it's not for us. Yeah.
And fool, go to a Dodger game in the dugout. You see nothing but Latinos in there. You see Jimmy Humilde in there. You see the owner from the meat market or whatever that market is called. Yeah. It's like high income.
Cuatro Vientos.
Shout out to Cuatro Vientos. So like you see these people there.
Yeah.
And it's like they're in a different wavelength because they're focusing on other shit.
Yeah.
Like you ain't gonna see them fools sitting in the fucking nosebleeds, nigga. Come on. Yeah, I mean, I sat in the nosebleeds, homie.
Like those just are cool if you're fucking young.
And they're cool if you're 20.
If you're 20, in your early 20s, yeah, andas desmadroso, whatever. Like, all right, cool, fool. But at what point do you outgrow that? And, you know, you go and you actually enjoy the fucking game, fool. You go and you enjoy the people that you're around with. Like you said, go and surround yourself with winners, fool. Like, the conversation's a lot different. A lot different.
I think it's way different, you know, being around winners and people that are doing shit.
Yeah.
That's why you put yourself in that room. But a lot of people are have imposter syndrome and are afraid to be in those rooms.
Yeah.
Because they feel inferior. Motherfucker, you're just like them. You eat, breathe, and shit just like them. The only difference between you and them is that they have a game plan. And they're consistent and they're all in on themselves.
And they're executing.
And they're executing on a daily basis. Level up. You do that shit. Everything is attainable.
Dog.
Bars, player.
Everything is, in fact, attainable, dog. Like, anything you want in life is attainable. You just have to have the balls to do it and go after it, fool. Like, figure that shit out, dog. Like, fool, like, even me, like, doing stand-up, fool, and the people that I've gotten to meet and work with that I would used to see on TV, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm kicking it and having a conversation like a normal-ass fucking person. And had I not chased my dreams, I would never be there, dog. Like, all it took was for me to go to that fucking open mic, and that should change my life. Oh, like, what the fuck? Like, it's so crazy how easy it is. Like, I have friends and family that, like, look at me and are like, oh, this fool made it. Like, he's with so-and-so. He's doing this. He's, like, performing. And it's like, dog, like, the craziest part is you can do it too, you know? Like, I just made the decision to fucking go after it.
I never thought I had some of the contacts that I have on my phone right now.
Right? Same, yeah, same
I'll
to
be
you.
like, I mean, I'm not a name drop, but it's like, damn, if I call this fool right now, fool. Like right now, and be like,
Through
hey,
FaceTime
fool,
this fool.
Hey, fool, this is crazy. I'll be like, you know, just tomorrow, I'm going to the game with Felipe. You know,
There you
it's
go.
like, it all started because I took the risk
Yeah.
on starting this. And, you know, people are going to be like, oh, se cree bien chingón. Once you haven't made it.
Yeah.
Then you make it, and all of a sudden, everybody believes in you.
Yeah.
That's what irks me.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
now,
fool,
fool, keep the same energy.
Keep the same energy, bitch. Like, you were like, oh, you think you're an influencer, huh? Like, bitch, you are missing the point here. You fucking moron.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know why I'm doing this. Like, this is bigger than me. This is like, and now they're like, hey, fool, you think I could come with you to the, no. Hell no.
Hell to the no.
Hell to the no. And just wait till they see what we're building.
Hey, word on the street.
Fool.
Word on the street, fools, you have a new nickname, dog. I don't know.
Is that right? What is it, fool? What is it?
Hey, the homie Mr. 51 over here.
Oh, shit.
The homie
Hell
51
yeah.
over here, dog.
You know what I mean? So, but that 51, the last one is going to be special.
It is, fool. I mean, all of them are special, fool. Without
Every
without
single
any
one.
of those, fool, you're not where you're at right now, fool.
But I
So,
just think that the last purchase is gonna do a lot for our culture and for our industry,
hell yeah.
because I'm gonna open it up to hard workers.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna say it like this, and people might get offended or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. Not everybody deserves a shot.
Mm-hmm.
People think that they deserve a shot. It's like you gotta earn for somebody to give you a shot.
Yeah.
You gotta be consistent with what you're doing. You gotta put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that social media has created this misconception that everybody feels that they deserve a shot.
Right.
No, you fucking don't. Earn it. Put in the work. Stay consistent. Network. Take care of yourself. Put yourself in positions where people are going to recognize you without you fucking trying to
Impress.
impress or just fucking be over the top with these people. Make yourself known and visible by your hard work and your consistency, and it will change your life. Because I'm sorry, you don't deserve a shot. You create your own shot.
That's facts,
Okay.
fool. That is so facts, dog.
True Hustle created their own shot.
Yeah.
I never, and even to this day, this phone right here, I could call some very powerful people, dog.
Yeah.
And I will never bombard them with shit. I treat them right. I don't be fucking trying to fucking fanboy them.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I'm just going to treat you like a regular human being, and I'm going to bring value to you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to build a solid relationship. And that's it.
And I'm glad you brought that up. I think that's the biggest key to networking is bringing value to others.
Yeah, but
If you don't bring value to others, what makes you think they're going to want to work with you? Or they're going to, like you said, give you that opportunity, fool. Like you said, fool, you don't bombard these fools, but when you do reach out to them, it's because you may have an opportunity for them.
yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, this was hitting me up and he's gonna help me make money. Like, okay, I'll answer his calls, fool.
Fool.
Like
Everybody that's been part of the podcast
yeah,
that has any type of business, that has comedians, whatever,
yeah,
they don't pay me to promote their shit. I do it because I want to. I do it because I feel that they took the time to sit on my platform, so I'm going to support you 1,000%.
yeah, and that's also big.
What makes you think that if I need a favor, they're not going to be like, fool, I got you, dog. Come on. Bring value to people.
Yeah,
The problem is that people just expect shit from people.
yeah,
And now I'm starting to understand how these high profile people feel like they're taking their people are trying to just exploit them and
Take from them.
Yeah. And that's why they are the way they are.
Yeah, and
It's like, fool, bring value to them. Offer them something fucking free. Your services for free. Oh, dog, well, I'm supposed to make a living. Well, guess what, motherfucker? Sometimes you got to give some shit for free.
Yeah. Well,
we have tons of bars in this one, homie. They keep on getting better and better.
Keep getting better and better, fool. We're about to hit an hour. But before, if you want to continue, we can continue going. But I want to talk about, like, networking, fool. Like, how important is it to network? Especially for you, dog, that I know
it's the hardest thing.
Like you had a hard time getting out there, but now that you've been getting out there more, has there been some benefits to that?
Oh, absolutely, fool. They get to put a face to me. People are just used to seeing me on their phone.
On the clips and stuff.
So once they get to see me and be like, damn, this motherfucker's the same. The way he is on TV, it's the same way he is in person.
Yeah.
And they get to feel the vibe and like, oh, this fool's cool. It's a game changer.
Yeah.
It's like I went out yesterday and I got the whole week booked next week. But I'm very involved with my kids.
Yeah.
And I love being with my kids.
Which is important,
Which
too.
is hard for me.
Yeah.
You know, I was like pissed because the jiu-jitsu place didn't tell me that my daughter was getting a little, what is it called? A stripe?
Uh-huh.
A stripe on her belt.
Yeah.
And it was yesterday, dog.
Damn. And so you missed it.
That shit pissed me off.
Damn.
So it's like, but then again, I had all these events lined up.
Yeah.
But knowing myself, I would have made the effort to modify everything. I would have gone to one, left, and drove my ass back, dog.
Okay, I was going to tell you, like.
So it's like, no, I wasn't going to cancel. So I'm
Yeah.
not trying to say that, I was going to cancel going to Felipe's or with Lionsgate. I wasn't.
Yeah.
I was going to make the effort to, because there was a big gap between both. So I had a few hours full.
Enough to make it there and
Enough to make it there full.
Okay, so I understand where you're coming from.
And I was like,
yeah. Rightfully so, be upset about that shit.
FaceTime, like, why didn't they tell me?
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
FaceTimed her. I'm so happy. And
'Cause I was gonna say, like, because part of like success is sacrificing, right?
oh,
Like,
absolutely. I sacrificed everything.
How much are you willing to sacrifice family time to succeed?
I sacrificed it all, man. I sacrificed the relationship with my oldest
Right.
because I was building. So that's why I think I'm a hard ass sometimes.
Yeah, when it comes to your family, right? Like,
Yeah,
spending
but
time.
that's why I think I'm a hard ass with other people that want it. Like, fool, you don't want it, dog.
Yeah.
And that's why I have a very low tolerance for that type of shit.
Yeah.
Like people that just talk. Yap their fucking mouth.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to fucking watch. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening is that their fucking actions can't keep up with their fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Like, dude, shut the fuck up and get your ass to work. Put in the work. It's like, dog, you talk too much, and that's why I have a really low tolerance for that. Because I think I sacrifice so much and I've done so much.
Yeah, like you fool,
And
that's
it's
not
like,
really
fool,
sacrificing.
shut your ass up, dog. You fucking work 2 days and you're putting fucking motivational quotes. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Sorry, guys.
Are we name dropping for?
I'm not name dropping. You know, this is just in general.
Yeah,
they know who they are.
I feel it. All right, bro. No, I mean I just wanted to see where you were at with that, you know. But I also see like the fact that like how that affected you in the past, but also to get to where you're at, like you still gotta sacrifice some, you know. But I feel like now you learn from your past that you there's ways you can go about it.
Yeah, but I was a boy,
and you were younger too.
I was, you know, I'm sure you heard of the term "babies having babies."
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was.
Yeah,
and then like my 2 younger ones, I was already a man. I was already financially good.
Yeah.
I'm still building, but I was.
But you're building from a different perspective.
Yes, it's different.
So it's different things that are gonna come, right? Like obviously, like when you're building first, you're building your wealth.
Yeah.
Now that you have your wealth, now you're building a brand, and it's like how bad do you want that brand? to be
And-
successful, you know? Like,
And that's why I'm a dude.
and how much sacrificing of your family are you willing to do to get this brand to where it needs to be?
But I think having the right partner matters in situations like that.
Right.
Like my girl, like I told her, hey, Saturday Felipe asked me to go to the game. So like, I know we have a little thing going, but she's like, you better go.
Yeah.
Like, and that's your team. Just go.
Yeah.
Have
Both
fun.
of them.
You know, both of my
Pinche
teams. So
empate de la
I'm going to
verga.
wear a fucking LAFC and I'm going to wear my America under because we're going to the LAFC suite.
Right.
So I can't show up with my America.
Yeah.
So it's like I need to fit in too. Like, so
But
it's like,
but underneath your
so
America
underneath is going to be like, oh, shit, right here.
Goal.
You know, and then I'm going to have to celebrate low key, like, oh, you know, because I'm in their suite.
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know.
No, but that's facts. Finding the right person matters. For I feel like a lot of the times, like if you're trying to build for, you're trying to like just your business, or whatever. Like it's important that you find a partner that doesn't guilt trip you for working.
I think I've seen that a lot in especially like in the real estate industry. That the reason why some of these guys don't become really successful is because they have the wrong partner.
Yeah.
It's like they're trying to hustle and make it, and they're too busy. I mean, their spouse is too busy spending it
And complaining.
and complaining.
Oh, you don't spend enough time
And
with
it's
us
like-
and this and that. And it's like
You both need to be on the same page and grow together. It's like when you have the wrong partner, fool, it's all gonna get fucked up, fool.
yeah.
Trust me. Like, bro. And when you have the right one, they will motivate you. Like, all right, you gotta go. Man, I get pushed to do things that I don't want to do. I ain't trying to get ready and do it because I do everything right, so I gotta make sure I'm good. I gotta get. It's a process, fool. I
Or
gotta go
even like the fucking this tomorrow's trip, right?
yeah.
She's encouraging you. Like she understands that like you're trying to network and build,
Yeah.
and these opportunities don't come to everybody. Full like.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like this birthday party, fool. Next year you'll celebrate, you know,
Yeah.
but like that comes first, fool, because she understands your vision and supports it. Like, that's
Yeah,
what
absolutely.
that's a true definition of support, fool.
Yeah, fool.
You know,
And that's why I always say the right partner matters, dog.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Get yourself a good one out there, man.
Stop fucking with these sconkas out here.
Stop fucking with the skonkas or fucking or fucking the girls. Stop fucking with these losers, man. Go
Yeah.
get yourself a good one. That goes both ways.
It does.
You know what I'm
All
saying?
these women complaining that men ain't shit. I know plenty good men out here. How the fuck do I know more good men out here than you as a female?
There's a lot of good fucking men
Right,
out there.
fool? Like-
You gotta ask yourself why you keep on attracting all these broke motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there's something something wrong with you.
Not only
Yeah.
not only just broke motherfuckers, but like, cause I hear I hear a lot of women saying like, well, I don't want a guy that's like super rich because then he's gonna be an asshole to me, and then they're doing this and that, and it's like, not every person that wants to be a provider that's a provider is an asshole. I'm sorry your dad was a fucking machista with your mom, and you're not trying to live that, but like, that's not the case at all. Like, I consider myself a provider, and I'm trying to position myself in a place where I can provide for my family. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be a dick to my girl, fool. You know, like, and that's what girls seem. A lot of them fail to understand that. Like, it's okay to want a provider for you. You know, like you just gotta find one that's not, you know, like that's not gonna be a fucking dick. Like,
There's a lot of good guys out there. There's a lot of good girls out there. You just gotta go find them, and you can't fucking expect to fucking find a amazing dude, but yet you aren't amazing yourself.
that part.
Come on, dog. It's like everybody wants a fucking top-notch dude, but your fucking standards and the way you operate are at a C level.
Yeah.
But everybody wants a A level fucking individual. Well, motherfucker, you better be at a A level,
Yeah.
and you could attract that.
You attract what you
Like
are.
a bunch of C's want to attract A's.
Fool, not even. A bunch of D minuses want to
Yeah,
attract
they want to
an A.
attract A's. Like, I'm a trophy wife. No, you're not. Hell no. You know, you don't meet the trophy wife criteria.
Sorry to break it to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, nah, it's a world full of delusion. That's what it's called. Fool.
You know what? Now that you bring that up, motherfuckers on the internet are delusional, dog.
Are they?
They trip me out.
What do
Some
they
of
say?
these motherfuckers are just overly. It's just a trip. Like it's just a bunch of delusional people that think that they're more than what they really are. Like, fool, humble yourself, dick. You're not that
Yeah.
yet. You know,
Yeah.
it's just I just trip out on a lot of shit. Which is this is a new world for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
But you know
fool.
what? Well, I feel like to a degree, especially in this like entertainment or social media, like you gotta be delusional a little bit. You know, because if you don't
In
speak,
certain aspects.
because if you don't speak highly of yourself, or you don't feel confident to be, or you don't feel like you're that person, like you're him, then nobody else is gonna feel that
Yeah,
way.
but there's a thin line of like, all right, fool, like now you're overcompensating about shit. Like now you're just, it doesn't,
Okay, I can see that. I can see how that can come off like
it
arrogant
doesn't
or-
mesh,
Yeah,
you know, like with your situation. Like
yeah.
it's just, you know, it's like, well, you're talking all this fucking, yeah. Anyways, I don't want to bash nobody.
All right, we're not gonna bash nobody, and we're gonna let the key warriors do their
You
their
know,
net banging. You know, their online net banging.
that's what they do, homie.
That's all they're good for, dog.
Yeah.
Fucking. Anything else you want to talk about, bro? Like, anything you want to
think
share
that's
with
it.
us? Anything you
I
want to
think
share
that's
with
it.
us?
I know that you guys requested this, so I'm gonna try to do. I was doing an episode every 20, so now I'm gonna try to do a solo pod every 10. So I heard the request, I seen the messages, we seen the messages, so yeah, we're gonna do this more often.
And stay,
All right, guys.
Hey, stay tuned. And stay tuned and stay, up to date with our True Hustle podcast, everything that's going on, and there's a
Hit
lot
that
of things.
subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you fucking up. Subscribe to it. Every Monday we drop something, and we bring nothing but the heat. We have a busy ass week next week. We got fire coming, guys. All right,
That's right.
we out.
Peace.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss our weekly episodes. Let's go, baby.